Hey, so I'm back with a quick little hair update. I haven't done one of those in a while, besides the hair dyeing videos. So I'm pretty much always doing something to my hair, even if I'm not like talking about it or recording it or anything. So I recently took out all of the extensions that I had. So this is the length of my hair, more or less. Yeah, I just got tired of wearing these, and they're just like, they're more scratchy than my natural hair. And I don't know, I started getting annoyed with it, which always happens when I wear extensions. But yeah, I wore them for like a couple months, so I'm over it. It's just like I cycle through like wanting extensions and then taking it out and wanting the shorter hair. It's just, I like the like fluffiness and like um layers of it, I guess, when it's not extended, because I feel like when it's extended it's just like it looks kind of plain. um but but yeah, I kind of just go through these cycles of wanting longer hair and then being annoyed with it and then wanting shorter hair again. But anyway, so besides that, I have been going through all of my individual dreadlocks and like feeling around and like using my mirror to look at the sections and stuff, and I've brushed out and redone a bunch of them because I've always struggled with sectioning it correctly, and especially because before I didn't have like a mirror that I can look into, so it was just like I would like feel where I wanted it. It was just kind of uneven, or it was like, some people don't really care, but for me, I've realized that it's more comfortable to have the sections be even, because it's easier to take care of and maintain them, and it helps for me to have like these specific sections, because then I can feel out like what feels comfortable, because a lot of those sections that were kind of messy, the hairs from like two different locks would try to grow together and it was just uncomfortable. But I feel like if it's sectioned better, there's less of this like interlocking and growth at the roots. So yeah, so a couple days ago I actually redid a whole top row, and I've been just like slowly brushing out like a little bit more of the front, and I think for now I'm gonna keep all of this loose hair because I like how fluffy it is, and I don't know, it's kind of interesting to see like what my hair looks like underneath all that. Yeah, I probably will just end up remaking more of the dreadlocks later. I've been slowly going through everything and brushing it out and redoing it, and I didn't realize actually how much I've redone. But yesterday I counted how many original locks I had left, and it's actually only 4. So most of these are new and they're baby dreads, and I'm basically restarting the whole process and the whole journey. So here, let me see if I can show you what's happening. But this is also a lot of loose hair too, and I like how wavy it is. You can't really feel like I just brushed it, so it kind of brushed it out a little bit, but you can see a little bit here. It's a lot more prominent after I just wash my hair and I let it dry. It dries kind of like wavy, and it looks really cool. So I have a total of 20 dreadlocks right now. I'm okay with that at the moment. Like I said, I probably will add a little bit more at the top here later on. But yeah, so the newest and youngest baby dreads are this top row, and there are 6 of them. And I didn't post about it on YouTube, but I made an Instagram post at some point that back here I actually have really short hair because I just like shaved the underside at one point because it just was, that hair underneath was annoying me and I just didn't want to deal with it, so I just like shaved it for a little bit. But I've been letting it grow out for some time, I don't know. And it's grown out to like here. So I actually do still have extensions in, but only on the hair that is like super short, and I didn't want to wait for it to grow longer because it would take a while to match the longer length. So these are, I'm just gonna keep extended until they actually grow out more. Yeah, so I do still have some extensions in, but it's so that it doesn't look weird and uneven and matches better, I guess. But let me show you the 4 original ones I have left. So this one is the star of the show because I'm pretty sure this is the oldest one I have, like, since I started, and it's, everyone has their favorite dreadlock. If you've ever had dreadlocks, you probably have a favorite. I've noticed this on a lot of other people's like videos that I've watched, that they all have a favorite. But anyway, yeah, this one's my favorite. I really don't know if I'll ever get rid of it because I've just always been really happy with this one. Like, this is one that I've never felt like was uncomfortable or like weird in any way. I've always liked the like shape of it and stuff. But yeah, anyway, so here's one, and let's see. Oh, this one, I think. Yeah. And this is the other original one. I'm pretty sure. Hope so. And then this one, and nope, not that one. And this one are the 2 original ones on this side. So you can see it's pretty much mirrored on both sides. It came out even, so that's cool. These are pretty hefty boys. Yeah, you can see a little bit of a wave on the end here. It's so cute. Look how shiny it is too. Look at that. But yeah, and the other one, this one's a little bit weird. I'm not super into the shape of it because it's kind of flat, but I'm satisfied enough with it that I don't want to go through that process. And I did kind of want to leave some of the older, more mature ones because I just, restarting the process is just so much effort because it takes so long for them to mature and become real Locs. But it's also a fun journey, and I actually, to an extent, did kind of miss having baby dreadlocks because they were always like really crazy when I first started them, and like sometimes it was too crazy, and it was too crazy. There's a lot of bad hair days when you first start dreadlocks. I've learned a lot since then over the last 5 years of taking care of them, so I feel like this time I actually know how to do it right from the beginning, because like I said, like even with the sectioning, like before you even start making them, the sectioning is super important if you want to be comfortable with the thickness of it and the placement of them. And yeah, and I also realized I actually didn't really do this on purpose, but there's different like patterns on the head that you can do when you section them. And I ended up doing like a brick lay pattern, so it's like one's like this and then another one's like this, and they're like overlapping, I guess. And I'm glad that it came out that way, because then like it looks more fuller, instead of like if you're laying one on top of the other, you'll have these like clear rows of, you know, where you could see your scalp in between, and I'm just personally not into that. There's also like some people make like triangle shapes sections, or like I want to say hexagon, but I don't think anyone actually does that. You can section it in a couple different ways, just whatever's comfortable. The hair is kind of weirdly colored right now, and so like from here to my roots, it's all my natural color, it's all grown out, and then from here down it's either extensions or hair that I've bleached. And then, as you know from my videos, if you have watched the last couple hair dyeing videos, I've been trying to keep this part black because it's just less effort that way, and I don't have to worry about like lightening anything, because, you know, if I want to do all these crazy colors, I need to like bleach it or strip the color or whatever. I just didn't feel like doing that, and I also wanted to give my hair some time to grow out, just to like see what like the color is, because I really like, I've been dyeing my hair forever now, so I don't even remember what my real color is, or like I didn't know, I guess, really what it was, because I've been blonde my entire life. Like when I was a kid, I was really blonde, and then I started getting like highlights or whatever in like middle school or high school or something like that, and then I've been dyeing my hair since then, and I've just always considered myself a blonde. I've always thought I was a blonde, but like that ain't blonde. That's like a light brown but it's definitely not blonde. And like you can already see my roots coming in up here from when I bleached it, and like I need to bleach my hair or the color will just not show up. Like that black that I dye all of this, it only stays on my roots for, I don't know, 1 or 2 washes before you can see my natural color again. It just doesn't stick to the hair unless it's bleached. But yeah, I'm just gonna grow it out, try to leave it alone a little bit, and I guess see what happens. I feel so weird about my natural color because I just really like having different colors on my head, but I did want to give my hair a little bit of a break, which is why you've seen me only doing this front part in the last couple of dyeing videos. I've only bleached and dyed this like top half of my hair. I haven't been really doing anything to this besides dyeing it black. And yeah, I'm really glad that I finally figured out how I want them to be. And like, it's so strange, like I want it to be long, but I also really like it short. Like, I don't know, hair's weird, dude. I feel like I'm always changing my mind. But look at these little babies, so cute. But this time, what I did differently to kind of make them neater looking and also speed up the process that I didn't do when I first made them 5 years ago, almost 6 years I've had them. I just looked up, you know, some methods, which is the back comb method, twist and rip slash pull. Some people say rip, some people say pull. You're not actually ripping anything, or you're not supposed to be. You're just like pulling the hair up. But anyway, but I didn't use a crochet hook when I first started it, so it was a lot more looser and it took a lot more time to like shrink and mature, which can be quite a mess. If you've ever had dreadlocks, everyone talks about the bad stage or the messy stage. Like the first few stages are not gonna be pretty unless you like really make them tight and like crochet them a lot. But this time that's what I tried to do. They're not like super tight, you know, you want a little bit of movement there, but I crocheted them. I did like a combination of back comb and twist and pull, and then I went around and crocheted them, and I could probably just keep doing that a couple more times. I don't need it to be super stiff. Like, I know they need time to mature, and you know, you do have to give them time. They're not gonna be mature when you first make them at all. Like, look how loose and like wavy that is, and like flexible. And then look at this one, like that's like a wire. I don't know. That was a bad analogy. So I guess that was the update. I have restarted my next dreadlock journey, I suppose, and I think I'm gonna be a lot more satisfied with them this time, and I hopefully will not have to mess with them as much, because also like the more you mess with them, the weaker they can get. So, you know, bleaching them might weaken them. Crocheting them, if you pull too hard, or if you rip hairs, might weaken them. Like, there's so many things you can do wrong. But the other reason I want to try to let my hair grow out and like not dye it often is because anything you put in the hair can cause buildup. So literally any product, if you use the wrong shampoos or conditioners or hair gels or dyes or whatever, like that can stay inside if you don't wash it out well, and it can cause buildup. So obviously the less of that stuff you use, the less likely it's gonna be that you'll have anything stuck in there. But that doesn't mean you shouldn't wash your hair. I know a lot of people think that people with dreadlocks wash their hair. Most of us, at least, as far as I know. I don't think I've met anyone with dreadlocks who doesn't wash their hair. That's gross. Yeah, I'm just gonna kind of leave them alone and let them be, but I am still definitely gonna keep dyeing this because I'm crazy and I love fun colors, and that's never gonna stop. But I did decide to do something a little bit differently, and I can't show you what that is yet because I don't have the things for it, but I've decided to kind of counteract me not being able to dye this, I think I'm gonna get / make hair wraps and extensions, but not extensions like these where like I add to the length of it. It would be extensions that I would attach at the root, so it would give me length and volume and colors. Like I can just attach an extension and in whatever color or shape or whatever that I want, and you know, take it out if I don't want it anymore without having to like dye or mess with my hair or anything like that. So it's a super like simple solution for that. And yeah, I'm kind of excited because I've never, like, I've had beads, but it's funny, I haven't been wearing them lately because I've been doing all this stuff with my hair. But I did wear dread beads for like a while. I still have them. I made a couple. It was super fun. I'm definitely still gonna be doing that. But I've never wore like hair wraps or anything like that. I don't know why. It just never owned any and never really came across any, but like I've always seen pictures of people wearing different hair wraps and stuff, and I've always thought they were really cool and pretty. But I also might try making some of my own. So, and there's single-ended and there's double-ended dreadlocks. You can make them out of different materials. Like you can make synthetic extensions, you can make wool extensions, and you can make human hair. Theoretically, I think you can make human hair extensions that aren't like these, like the ones that you attach at the root. But you know, honestly, now that I think about it, I'm not sure if I've ever seen extensions like that out of human hair, but I'm sure it exists. It's gotta. But anyway, so if you don't know what that is, single-ended is just an extension like this but with a loop at the top, so you can like attach it here. And then double-ended is just basically a super long extension that is like bent in half, so it's like U-shaped, and then you attach it also at the top, and you have to use like a rubber band or something for this, those little like tiny little plastic bands, and like kind of like weave it into your hair. I think this is more for people who don't already have dreadlocks and yet they have to like braid it into their hair. But for people who already do have dreadlocks, I'm sure you can also use the double-ended ones, but for me personally, like I would rather use the single-ended ones because one, I feel like the double-ended ones just make it like too full almost. Like I mean, it looks cool, but like it's not, I want it looking more natural, I guess. And I just feel like it's so much simpler to install these single-ended ones because like you literally just like pull it around like itself and like pull it up here and it's attached. Like you just pull it tight and it's attached, and then you could just like slide it off. But anyway, I will show you that whole process when I get / make those things. But yeah, I don't know, I've just always been the kind of person who wanted to have, you know, all natural dreadlocks, like whatever. Like it took me maybe like 2 years before I put in extensions into my hair because I was so like against that for some reason. I just really wanted to wait for my natural hair to grow out, but it was taking so long and I wanted that length and to play around with it. Since then I've worn both human and synthetic hair extensions. They both have their pros and cons. If I could wear human extensions, I would prefer that because you can dye it and, you know, it feels real because it is, and I feel like there's more you can do with it. But with synthetic ones, the pros of it is that like if it's a colored synthetic extension, then you don't have to worry about like the color fading or something. Anyway, I feel like I'm rambling, but it's a lot of hair talk. That's why we're here. This video is about hair. So, baby dreadlocks, I have 20 of them now, and I'm pretty happy finally with the result. Although I wish they were mature, but obviously you can't do that. You have to wait. There's nothing you can do for the dreadlocks to mature besides wait and let time pass. They're super light now too, so that's kind of cool. I hope you like this video. So yeah, like, comment, subscribe, and I hope you have a good day, and I'll see you later. Bye. Eat your face.
Does that go away from here?
No.
What does that mean?
It means go.